Hello, it's your girl Portia Monique, and we are live with the wine up, the rolling up wine up. Hey y'all, hey,
Hey, girl.
hey, Jay. So before we get started, I am going to let you guys know what I am drinking on tonight. I have a pink Moscato, and then I'll just throw the ball.
Just. Well, I'll pick it up. Hey, ladies. Hey, I am going back to an old favorite of mine. Shout out to E40 Earl Stevens. This is the Mango Scotto.
That's real strong. That she
Mango
wrote.
Scotto with a little bit of pineapples and blueberries in
I
it.
was gonna say I see some
And I have
fruits
my
and
special
berries in
shirt.
there.
Yes, yes. I love my fruits in here. And I have my special shirt. This wine is making me awesome.
All right, awesome wine. And throw the ball.
All right. Come on, Latrice.
Right, you guys, I got the strawberries in here, so I'm drinking some strawberry champagne, whatever my husband did. So here it goes.
Yes, husband. Shout out to
Okay.
the husband.
All right. Come to the Irish husband.
Okay.
Well, I am drinking. I see we have a theme here. I'm on the Moscato tip as well. So I got the memo. I caught it and drink up. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Right. Looks like we're all on white wine tonight.
Yes, my go-to cheers is love, life, prosperity, health, wealth, all of that. A great show tonight. We have Miss Kelita Harris joining us. And not sure if that's her in the waiting room. Actually, can check. But we
Kelita
have Miss Kelita Harris. Yes, Kelita Smith. I don't know why I say Harris. Kelita Smith joining us, ladies. You guys know who she is. Everybody who's black knows who she is. She originally played Wanda, Bernie Mac's wife on, well, not originally, but back in the day, she played Wanda, Bernie Mac's wife, and we love her. Currently, she was just in Carl Weber's Influence. You guys know Carl Weber. He has his all of his shows are coming out and they're just really good. Like, so did you guys see Influence and also The Family Business? That was great as well. So she played the wife in Influence. She wasn't in The Family Business, but she played the wife in Influence, and that was really good. We spoke to Roger, her co-host, her co-star, several weeks back. So we're just excited to have her here. She's also, and this is kind of unprecedented, guys. She was also starring in Z Nation, which is it's a sci-fi thriller. She said she had a lot of people coming up to her talking about Lieutenant. That was her character's name. And she was just like, it was just something different. And she had a lot of followers, a lot of fans and all of that. So anyway, I'm excited to be able to talk to her tonight. So we can't wait for her to get on. But before that, let's get into the world. What's going on in the world, y'all? What's going on?
Ooh, what ain't going on? Take it, Rocky.
Well, I'm excited. I saw today that Kenya Barris, him and Netflix have a pretty good relationship because he's about to do a documentary on attorney Benjamin Crump, baby.
Yes, so
those who don't know,
it was Ben Crump, and it's a couple of other people. Let me see. Kenya Barris to produce Netflix documentary on civil rights attorney Ben Crump, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and Ahmaud Arbery's families. So y'all know who Kenya Barris is. Kenya Barris is the mixed-ish, black-ish, grown-ish.
Mm-hmm.
He created that series, and so Black as Fuck. I don't know.
I was gonna say, don't forget Black AF.
Oh, that was so
on
funny.
Netflix.
Did y'all?
I enjoyed it.
And they just released that episode, the one that was put on the shelf in 2018, the Please Baby Please, the controversial one that kind of made him and ABC part ways.
Oh, okay.
So they released that on Hulu, that episode.
It's a Black as Fuck?
No, it's a Blackish episode that pretty much was taking jabs at Trump.
Is it my connection?
You know how Blackish does. Okay. So it was during the last election and they put it on the shelf. So Yeah, so
Yeah.
that they just released that as well. Kenya is living his best life ever. Shout out to Kenya Barris.
So why do I think his life very closely mirrors the father on Black as Fuck? I just think that that's him and that's his wife. And that's like, I think he wrote it to just be like his actual life. And
I thought he did though. I thought that.
No, it is.
It
is, but you know how sometimes people embellish a little bit and they might, but I think it's completely him, and I think it's completely the way that they live their life.
I love it. And I love Rashida Jones in that. She rocked it.
She's funny.
I love the kids. It was really good.
It was, yeah. Either you like it or you don't. You know, it's not for everybody. His humor is not for everyone, but I just admire how courageous he is of taking it there. I love it.
Yes. I loved it. I love the kids. I love the humor. A lot of people was like, I can't get into the humor. I was cracking up. I was cracking up.
I mean, it took a few episodes to get into, but if you hung in there around episode 5, 6, it was like, okay, now
it paid off.
It did, especially when Rashida Jones did her episode about being a woman and did her history of how the things we've gone through. I just always love how they do the history part of it. So I can't wait to see what he does with Benjamin Crump, who to me is like our modern day Johnny Cochran. He's like, I mean.
And did you guys read so you know all of the episodes are named, right? Did you guys read what all of the episodes were about?
In Black as Fuck?
Yeah. So anyway, they was all about slavery. All of the episodes, it said
right
about slavery.
I'm sure, yeah.
And yet again about slavery. And this one again is yet again about slavery. And guess what? This one is about slavery too. So they all were about slavery. That was the title of them. It was just really, really.
He's genius.
Really well done. Really well put together. And I thought it was hilarious. Myself.
What you think about all these love and marriage and relationship shows that's coming out right now on Week?
I need to catch up with them. So I've been hearing a lot about them, but I need to catch up with them. Tell us about it, Latrice.
Girl, that's a lot. You got
Latrice, you're the second person who.
What?
No, I'm saying I think we having a little delay, y'all. You're Latrice. You're about the 5th person who's asked me about that love and marriage Huntsville. Now I remember seeing a clip. That one husband.
Which one?
An asshole. I don't remember who he is, but I think the wife was in the hospital and
Maurice.
He was still just cheating. He was just an asshole.
No, not Maurice.
No, it's they all started M. Maurice, Marcel.
Martell. Martell.
He's very toxic. He's very
toxic.
Like he's not.
But well, 2 of them, it's like
more or nothing about his cheating. He's just like, it is what it is.
But 2 of them are assholes. He's one of the assholes, and the girl, what's that, like Keisha, whatever. Her husband an asshole too, Marcel, whatever. Marceau, whatever. Girl, they all start with the M.
Marceau. Well, the thing about it is, Melody and Martell, I feel like their relationship is so contrived. It pains me to watch, but I still watch. Like, oh God, is this really what influential Black couples are like?
Yeah, over the top bougie.
Yeah, unnecessarily bougie.
Unnecessary. Yeah,
I'm gonna catch up. And Real Housewives of Potomac.
How you like the Potomac? I don't know if I like.
Y'all, to be honest, I've only watched Real Housewives of Atlanta. To be honest, I've never watched any others.
I love the girls of the Potomac. Love them.
I gotta get into it.
I love them too. But then, I'm not too fond of Ashley. Not Ashley, but what's the girl who just got Candace?
Yeah, Candace is contrived too.
Okay, so
it's that fake bouginess. I can't stand it.
Candace got her ass beat by Monique.
By Monique.
Did she? The comedian Monique?
No. It's a girl named Monique on the show.
Girl.
Right, yeah, I gotta watch.
Monique from the show.
They was fighting for real on the show?
Yeah, Monique dragged that chick. Monique ain't no joke. Like, I love it. Like, and Monique ain't never come on the show beating her chest, talking about she's all of this, all of that. I love that quiet reservedness, but when you mess with them, lights out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I live by that code.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna have to watch it.
I like Monique. I kind of like all the girls. I was happy for Juan and Robin. They got married over the summer or whenever they got married. They recently got remarried. And I like all the girls. Giselle is a trip, but everybody know that. Giselle is the one that's married to Pastor Jamal Bryant.
No, divorce.
But
she's dating. Yeah.
They started dating again, baby.
Not fond of it. They don't really want her to date her father. I mean, the dad again.
But he had some kids on her.
Yes, he did. And then, had a whole situation.
And then, just recently, rumors swirled allegedly, because we have to preface everything with allegedly. But some rumors swirled recently this year that he had some more kids.
Oh no. Okay.
I gotta plug my thing in, y'all. But
some guys like it.
You talking about Pastor Jamal Bryant?
Oh. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
yes, ma'am.
A saint is just a sinner who just fell down. Okay,
but we get up. We get up. We get up. Okay.
He has some followers though. We had him on the morning.
I like some of what he said in some of his stuff, but yeah.
I mean, he got a word in him. Let's be clear. But a man is a man is a man is a man.
Yeah.
You can be used of God, but you're still a man.
Yeah.
That's just not the best husband.
That's exactly what my mama told me. I asked her about how a preacher or a pastor or whoever it was able to cheat on his wife and do all this other stuff. And she was like, well, he's a man first. I said, that's all you had to say, because I understand all of that. And I was probably 8 at the time. I was like, I got it.
Right. That's why they say the message, not the messenger. I think sometimes we forget that our leaders are people, just like we do with celebrities. They eat, sleep, and bleed just like we do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So allegedly he has a 1-year-old.
Yeah.
Sip on that.
But he's denying it. And so
no denying no kid is yours, man. If it's your kid, that'll be your kid, okay? It's no denying.
Okay. Don't be like Eddie Murphy now.
Right. He got about 20.
What's wrong with Eddie Murphy?
Well, you remember when he was denying what's her name?
Mel B's daughter, yeah.
Yeah, get a DNA test. Wow.
Melanie Brown's. You remember when they went through that whole
Scary Spice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Scary Spice. Thank you. Scary. I knew it was one of them spices. Mel Brown, I think is her real name. But yeah.
So why do men get a pass and women don't?
Who said that?
I'm just saying, like, men seem like they get more passes than women.
Oh, for sure. Women definitely are more forgiving than men. Absolutely.
No,
absolutely.
You mean when it comes to children, Latrice, or?
Give me a second. I'll be right back. Y'all keep talking.
What do you mean, like more passages in general, or?
Yeah, in general, like men can cheat all day, they can have multiple kids, but when women have multiple children or they want to hold around too, just like the men, we get labeled.
Yeah. Well, because we live in a patriarchal society. Let's and that's why it's so much issue about Kamala Harris. If we could just say a little bit on.
Say it again for the people in the back.
Kamala.
Is
it Kamala?
It's Kamala. Like the Kamala.
Okay, Kamala. All right, thank y'all. Y'all getting me together tonight. Thank you. And I ain't even been sipping that much, but sometimes I mispronounce names.
Disclaimer, you said you got to put that out there because somebody might be watching.
I'm just saying, it ain't the wine. Sometimes I mispronounce it. So Kamala, this is why I said America is not ready for her, because we still have sexist, racist views. And just like you said, Latrice, whenever a woman does something, just like we just saw with Will and Jada. Now y'all know damn well if that was flipped and Will was in an entanglement.
Right. Yeah. Oh, she was making a point.
It wouldn't have been such a big deal.
Girl, you keep going out. I don't know.
Is it me?
Yes.
I don't know what's going on.
So you don't think she's gonna win? You don't think that's for her? I'm curious.
I pray.
No, you shook your head. No, you don't think so either, Kristen?
No, I think she is. I'm trying to figure out where this negativity coming from. I'm like, oh no, I rebuke that. She winning.
This is my prediction. She's gonna win. God forbid me saying this. I think something's gonna happen to Biden and she's gonna take over the world.
She's gonna take over the world. She's not gonna take over the world.
She's gonna take over the world. She's gonna take it over. Watch. She's gonna take over the world.
Well, you know, if nothing else, the Divine Nine.
Is she?
Just may happen with the Divine Nine, because you know she's an AKA. So the Divine Nine, y'all know they are a force to be. You mess with them.
Video of how they walk into the polls this November. How they walk?
They're gonna be like,
right.
They
Right.
And they greens. They all going to the voting booth. We're gonna hear about it.
Yes. So what do y'all think of it though? What do y'all think of it? His pick. Like, my initial reaction was, we talked about it a couple weeks back. I was on the morning show and they were like, who do you think is gonna pick? I didn't think he had a choice but to go with Kamala. Because I mean, the other women, like, no shade to them, I just think Kamala had more experience than the other women did. And I mean, if we're gonna vote off of popularity, because people do that, right? People vote off of popularity. I think that she was the biggest household name.
Yeah.
So can I chime in with this? Because I have two important things to say. One, I knew she was going to be the VP pick. I called this January 2019. I called it. I said, Biden-Harris 2020, mark my words. But on the flip side, can I talk to our Black family real quick that like to be out here talking about, well, she did this, she did that, Biden is this, Biden is that. Y'all stop it. Please.
Not only that,
because the thing is, we can't afford another 4 more years of the orange.
Him.
We can't. We have no choice.
Yeah.
So I just want to just let y'all know, please stop it. Tell your family members to stop it. Tell your cousins to stop it.
I'm definitely going back to her.
Going back to her history and talk about she wasn't Black. I'm like, girl, she Black.
But also forgetting that she made some restorative justice programs as well in her area. They're forgetting about that. So I definitely feel like it's time for a change. I'm all for it, but I'm just a little hesitant because we live in America. And with the climate that we're in right now, people will probably be so spiteful just to go against that because of all the winds of change that have been happening. So I'm hoping, though, that we pull it out, y'all. I'm praying. I am.
Listen, in case we don't, I'm going to have my Canadian citizenship form filled out. I'm not going to send it in. I'm going to have it filled out, ready.
I'm going to Canada.
I'm moving to Toronto.
They ain't even letting us visit right now. They're not even letting us visit.
Right. COVID test. I will sing "Oh Canada." I will say, listen here. I pledge allegiance to the Six and Drake and all of that, because I can't do this, not for another 4 years. We can't afford to. None of us can.
No, I totally agree. I'm moving to Africa if that happens. I'm not.
I'm going with you. I'm going with you, okay?
I'm moving to Africa.
My passport is ready.
Brothers and sisters, somebody, listen. And just the arguments that we've had just over the last week have been so ridiculous. Like, why is this a debate at this point? Because that's what we have. Like, I don't get it. What is the damn issue?
But that's what I'm saying. People, after all the crap that Trump has done.
Oh, girl, you be making points.
Y'all still are cherry picking. I just cannot believe some people.
I'm like, why am I arguing with you about what she's done versus, or what you think she's done versus what you know Agent Orange has done?
Right.
Like,
Who is the ones making these statements and opinions? Men?
Men, women.
Oh, wait.
Girl, listen.
Black people, she's locked up. I don't give a fuck. How about that?
Well,
do you know how many Black people she's locked up that have actually been guilty? Give me that percentage. Give me that statistic. Because if they were guilty, then they needed to be locked up. Like, I don't get it.
And that's not the only thing she's done, though. She's done other measures to make the communication and the relationship between the prosecutor's office in the Los Angeles area. She make it more of a cohesive thing with the citizens. She's done restorative justice programs. And I just feel like Biden knew he needed someone who had bite.
Yeah.
And was the most qualified. Like
he knew, right? She's qualified.
She was
gonna bite that ass if necessary. She gonna bite that ass.
Yeah.
That's
Listen, the word for this upcoming election is atonement.
Yes, it is.
That's the word, atonement. Kamala Harris, you got some atoning to do. Biden, you got some atoning to do. United States, damn it, if y'all don't vote these folks in,
right.
if y'all give us Trump again,
but give
like
her
I said,
chance
positivity. No, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying people don't want to give her a chance because once again, let's go back to like Latrice said, as a woman.
She's a woman and she's Black. And the people who's really talking about it are the KKKs. And then the people who stand by their man. They don't want a woman in power, but it's a Black woman. They don't want to see this Black woman in power. But I'm telling y'all, she's going to take over the world.
I just don't like to see our sisters and brothers being the one talking about that. Like, y'all just don't. Why are y'all talking bad on somebody that you don't talk bad about family? That's the thing. You know, you don't talk bad about family. You talk amongst yourselves, but you don't talk bad about family. Right, and I feel like Kamala's family at this point, the closest family we're gonna get to the White House.
That's what goes back with generational curse. We talk about our own people for no reason. We don't support our own people. We need to be supporting our people with no matter what situation they're in. We need to support it, and we're not able to do that. It's jealousy. People don't like the fact that she's a Black woman in power. They can't get over that.
Yeah. Shout out to Tanisha Allen. She's commenting saying we got that Black magic. Yes. Come on now.
I've been trying to start my watch party. Did y'all start your watch party?
I did. I did. Shout out to Wade, Michael, Dame, all my good peoples.
I think
what's up, y'all?
Here.
Watch party.
So follow up right quick. Oh, good. Looks like Kelita's here, but Meg the Stallion, I think she has the endorsement with Revlon now, is it?
I think so. I think that's right. Yeah.
Go, man.
I thought you was gonna say she endorsed Kamala Harris. I was gonna be like, what?
I don't know. That might be coming.
Way to bring it up. Bring it around.
That may be coming.
It's our guest here. As I'm still trying to start my watch party, y'all. When I'm looking down, I'm checking Facebook. I'm trying to, share the show. I'm doing all this other stuff.
Right.
So I don't want y'all to think that I'm not paying attention to y'all. Most importantly, the people on Facebook. I am trying to start this watch party, y'all. So
well, you watching, everybody tag a friend. If you know somebody that needs to be here, tag them in.
Oh, gorgeous.
Hey, Kelita.
Gorgeous.
Hi.
Kelita is giving us love.
You're on mute.
You are on mute.
Mute. Can you hear me?
There you go.
Jesus of Nazareth.
Can you turn your camera sideways like this?
Sideways like that. Okay, look. Listen.
There we go.
Good luck to me. Listen. Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on 1 second. This is just awful.
No, it's not.
Pray for me. We know how it is. We in the midst of a pandemic. Everybody get a pass.
Oh my God, I need more than a pass.
We got you, girl. We got you.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. And welcome to the Rolling Out Wine Up. I am your host, Portia Monique. Yes, you got your wine. And I'll let my other co-hosts introduce themselves, and then we'll let you introduce yourself because we already know who you are, but we want to know what you're drinking on, okay? Okay, so Rocky, go ahead.
Hey, I'm Rocky, and I am sipping on some Mango Scotto with Earl Stevens. Hi, Kelita. It is wonderful to meet you.
Oh, hi, lovely.
Hi, Kelita. My name is Kristen of candidlykristen.com, and I am sipping on a little Moscato. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Kelita, my name is Latrice Delgado Macon, and I'm sipping on champagne with a little bit of strawberries in it.
How cute. Love it. And I'm Kelita Smith, and I'm sipping on a blend of reds. It's called Aphrodisiac.
Oh.
Ooh, all right.
Okay.
I like Aphrodisiac. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you look very lovely tonight. I'm loving the yellow. Yes.
Listen, hi.
Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. You are definitely serving sunshine tonight. I love it, love it, love it. So you are, of course, everyone knows that one of your claims to fame is you were Wanda, Bernie Mac's wife, on the famed Bernie Mac show. But you have also done so much else. Let me turn my phone
I'm
off.
so glad that wasn't me.
That's me. I'm sorry, y'all.
I think everybody looked at their phone like, is that no?
I couldn't fix that. I would not know what to do right now.
But yes, you have also done so much else, going from just recently, Carl Weber's Influence. You were the wife in that. We just recently interviewed your co-star, Roger. He was fantastic as well. We're looking for you.
I'm moving it. Make it high.
No worries. Oh, and then Z Nation, who would have thought? Like, you had so many followers, so many fans on Z Nation. I interviewed you before, and you were just saying how the fanatics were super crazy. Like, they'll stop you everywhere, and you wouldn't have thought that, us people, we blacks, okay, I'm gonna just say it, watch sci-fi, but we
I had no idea. I mean, I say this often. I wasn't really a fan of horror because when you grow up in the inner city, the last thing you want to do is be scared on purpose. And so I wasn't really into zombies and any of those kinds of things, but it was the material that I responded to. And I really went into it because it had more to do with, I've developed some kind of other kind of abilities that I wasn't able to use. And so this gave me this opportunity. Doing it, I did not think about fans. I did not think about it would go 5 seasons. I didn't think about being the first African-American and lead on sci-fi. I didn't think about any of those things. It registered with me. And so after the second season, when the executive producer made me the lead, it turned into this wheel of awesomeness. And then I really discovered that African-Americans, Black people really watch horror.
Yeah.
And are big fans and knowledgeable.
Love it. Yes.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Now, Hollywood for you is a very fast-paced and demanding industry, right? Often predicated on youth, good looks, body shape, your network, all of that. But you have endured for so long. What is the secret to your longevity in Hollywood as a Black female actress? Because we know for Black females, the likelihood of them lasting a long time is not, the likelihood of them lasting a long time is not very high. So what's your secret to longevity in Hollywood as a Black female actress?
I would say ignore that. I do it because I love it. Just like Z Nation. I fell in love with the material. I happen to have developed skills that kind of complemented what they needed. And I really think that when you are trusting the passion within yourself and the creativity in yourself, God has already laid the plan out. Now, all you have to do is walk the walk. Some of these naysayers and some of the predicated conversations about what our longevity is in this business is unfolding in its newness. Because we're finally at the position where we're leads of networks.
Yeah.
It's still groundbreaking. We're still a momentous force. What we can't do is hold on to those conversations. Now, definitely what you don't want to do is stay in the mind frame of not eating well, not telling yourself the beautiful things about yourself, definitely enjoying who you are. Those kinds of things resonate on camera, and they resonate when you walk through the door. And the rest takes care of itself. And
it doesn't hurt that you look like you 20. I'm just saying.
Girl,
listen.
I'm 51.
Really?
Oh my God, I could be your mama, honey.
Girl. 51, what's the secret to your youthfulness and all of that? Body, face, skin, care, all of it. What's that secret?
Find the thing that you love. And don't trip off of, oh, I don't know if this will make me this or if it will do this. Those kinds of things usually fall into place when you love, because love is a magnetic energy. It really is. I mean, I definitely have my pitfalls. You know, I just broke up in a relationship and I've been crying for weeks. But the whole thing is you got to keep moving on, and everything allows you to form and morph into the beauty that you are. You can't go through certain things and let them live there. You have to take what you need and you must move on. Those things beautify you. They're not meant to nullify you.
Yeah.
I love it. And
Listen, let's sip on that.
let's sip on that.
And you guys are beautiful. Oh my God. So it looks dark where you are.
Thank you.
Where are you?
I am Midwest. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody's in the Midwest.
Yeah.
All of us.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Are you West Coast?
Girl, I'm in Los Angeles.
LA. Okay.
Where it's 109 degrees. The AC is blowing super hard because I'm going through menopause.
You still look like you 25, so I'm gonna just dismiss that menopause statement because you still look like you 25 and you're not breaking a sweat. So
It's coming.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw the ball to my co-host so she can ask you a question. Rocky, go ahead. Rocky?
Okay, so as you say, you and Bentley Kyle Evans and Dorian Wilson have been working together since the 1900s, as you say, since the 90s.
It's true.
So going all the way back to Martin with Bentley Kyle Evans and to Sister with Dorian Wilson, how do you all sustain that chemistry?
You know what? I think that combo, we've always enjoyed each other. We've always respected each other, you know? I think it's easy when you have that chemistry, when you have that camaraderie. The great thing is that Bentley is really a creative genius. You know, he created the Jamie Foxx show, and we all know what that lovely instrument was. And with Dorian, he's had he was probably one of the first African-Americans on an all-white cast series in the early 90s, Dream On. So he comes with a pedigree of just brilliance. And for me, I usually I love being around people who love what they do. You know, I drink of it. You know, it's almost like when you are an athlete and you're on a team with a whole bunch of people who are just as great, it doesn't behoove you to hate. It behooves you to relish and, you know, and see what you can get from these people and what you can contribute. I think the beautiful thing is we respect each other and we just love the dance.
I love it. And it works well because now within the cut, you guys are working so well together again. So that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, we're actually getting ready to air the 7th season, I think, in a few months.
Congrats.
Wow.
Yay, right? I like your hair. Come on, Rocky.
Thank you.
Okay, next question, Kristen.
So, Kelita, you've starred in a bevy of roles throughout the years. What was some of your, have there been any misconceptions about you as an actress?
I don't know, has there?
I don't know. or let me ask you this. What's the biggest misconception you faced as an actress?
I'm not sure how to answer that. I would say that there's just more of me as an artist, and just giving the opportunity for me to display that is everything. I think as an artist, you don't succumb to what anyone says you can or cannot do, because if you've ever developed your craft or you continue to work on your craft, you're learning more about you too. You know, the beautiful thing, my sandbox is the theater. And in the theater, you learn how to fall down, get up, you learn what you can do, you learn what you don't like, you learn what's good about you, and then you learn what's amazing, because now you realize it ain't even you. It's spirit working through you. So I would, to answer your question, I would say the misconception would be that you don't really know me yet.
There we go. But we love getting to know you.
Thank you, lovely. Thank you. Come on now, listen.
Oh.
Sip.
I still got a whole bottle left.
Ooh.
That part.
So Kelita,
Party.
I've been watching you for years. Your fashion, you are so fabulous. You're beautiful. I'm talking about you inspired me to like get myself together, girl. You are fabulous. My question is to you: what's the best part for you in the cut?
The camaraderie, the people that I've known, and I get to play with them. You know, because it makes the job easy. It's almost like coming to work and you're just playing, and then you get a check. Oops. That part. And I think because we're also helping a brand of a network, and we're instrumental in Bentley Cowles Evans' endeavors. You know, his success is predicated upon the actors that show up and do their thing. You know, and he's making groundbreaking moves at Bounce TV. So I think part of that is, you know, helping a network grow with, you know, the talent that this man has in his phone book. He didn't make us audition. He just called you up and said, hey, da, 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 da. It was nothing. Who does that? You usually have to walk in the door. First of all, you gotta get an appointment. Then you gotta walk in the door. And then you gotta do a little dance. And then they play this little game where you may come back, you may not. You know, like for the Bernie Mac show, they told me no twice. Yeah, and I was devastated because I was like, y'all are crazy. I know this nigga Bernie. Like, I can listen.
I'm winding.
Listen. And then it wasn't until the 11th hour they called because who they had, they didn't really wasn't trusting the president of Fox at the time, wasn't trusting her discipline and her nature. And so they decided that they wanted to do another audition, and the casting director insisted that there was an individual with a no name, which is, they didn't really recognize my face, who they thought could come in and do this thing. And that day I realized when they gave me that phone call, and it was Valentine's night, when I've never had a Valentine's date. And this was my first time having a Valentine's date. And Tina Marie was at the House of Blues with Too Short. I was like, wait a minute. Get my priorities straight, because I got to see some Too Short and I got to see some Tina Marie. And then I went on this date and I cut my date short, and I allowed myself to understand what this moment really was. And I embraced it and I received it, and it was something groundbreaking. It was something to move me forward. And that was the best day of my life.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Wonderful. Now, as we've been saying, you've been very successful throughout your entire career. That's my song.
Name, girl. Stop it, girl.
That's my song.
Stop it, girl. You know it's nighttime too, girl. What time is it?
Right. Text messages, phone ringing. Okay. So
I love it.
So you've been very successful in your career. You've sustained being a successful actress from Bernie Mac, Z Nation throughout the 60s. And now we just heard the 7th season of In the Cut. So at this point in your life, what does success look like, and how does it feel to you? Because you've accomplished so much.
You know, success to me is a very interesting word. I think that I was successful when I decided to take this journey, because it takes a risk to take a chance on yourself, and believing the thing about you. And I was listening to this meditation one day, and the perfect design about your life usually tells it to you, and we're usually afraid of it. Most people are not courageous about the thing that scares them. The thing that scares you is really your purpose, is really your thing, right? So I would say that okay, come on, Rocky, listen.
We have to sip on that. We have to sip
come on now, Moscato. So what I would say is that success to me was the day I decided to take a chance on myself. So for me, it's a journey that's unfolding. It's an evolution. Now it's up to me to enjoy it so that I can bring about to me all those wonderful things that I can participate in. Now, we're always going to have ups and downs and peaks and valleys. Now, what you do in your valley is how you're going to sustain your peak. And that's the one thing at 51 I'm learning to understand, is that you have to enjoy those dips, because when you enjoy those dips, your peak is even higher than the last peak. That makes sense?
Yes.
So I think that's how success gets to be momentous and gets to be continuous, because it's what you do in those moments when you're not sure of something. I still get nervous on auditions, but I walk through the door.
That's a word.
Yeah.
That's a word.
You have to do it in spite of the fear. You have to do it while you're scared.
Do it scared.
You have to push through and do it while you're scared. So
yes, and then you change what it means to say it's scary, because anxiety and excitement is actually the same feeling, is what you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fear. Feel the fear and do it anyway.
Right.
That was.
But feel what you're feeling and know it's really not fear. It's just what you were taught to label it. Yeah. I have to say, because I know that I'm a little older than you guys, but I'm coming from a generation where things were fearful to take risks. It was all about creating an environment where you're comfortable. It was about, getting a state job or making sure you have benefits, make sure you can retire, get a husband, get, God forbid if you can get a picket fence, just get a lawn, nigga, just get, and for me, I really believe, come on, I love you. So I believe what we're supposed to do from my mom's generation on is to allow them to understand the benefits of shifting your thoughts.
Yeah.
When you change your mind, especially if it makes you feel less than courageous, that's not accurate. Look at Kamala Harris. I know I was trying to get in and y'all was talking about Kamala Harris. So she's from the Bay Area, because that's where I'm from. Ooh.
Yes, Oakland, right? Oakland,
Come
right?
on now.
Okay,
Come on, don't make me pop my collar. Don't make me do it.
Do it.
Right. E40. My girl,
listen. I did say too short, didn't I? And I commend her, and I'm proud of her. I'm also proud of her because I know her sister Maya better than I know Kamala. And so what I say is that what is so awesome is that they're defying ideals that get thrown our way as women. Like, you ask me, how do you sustain yourself? The way you sustain yourself, you don't listen to that. If that's what you feel, and that's what's burning in you, then it's meant for you to open that door and break down that barrier. Now you gotta sustain your sanity though, because you might be the only one doing it. You might be the only one that have to be your own cheerleader, your own coach. Yeah.
I love it. Rocky.
Absolutely. So let me ask, how do you transition? We're going to sip again right on that. She's just dropping gems tonight. Ooh, thanks for coming to the TED Talk, y'all.
Listen, I love y'all. Come on.
You're giving it tonight. So I want to ask how you, with you going from comedy, drama, sci-fi, and you do stand-up comedy. You've done some stand-up comedy too. How do you transition between those different genres and platforms? Like, how do you put on your hat and say, oh, I'm gonna be, Lieutenant
Warren.
She's stuck
on sci-fi, and then next week I am. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, am I froze now?
No, you're good. You listen.
Sorry. So I was just asking, how do you transition between those different platforms and genres, going from drama to comedy and to sci-fi?
Great question. I think that what I've always wanted to do is wear both masks simultaneously, because I realize that most actors don't do that. The wonderful thing is I've been able to sustain working on Z Nation with First Family. First Family was a show that Byron Allen created, and I played the president's wife with Christopher Duncan and some awesome other people. And I thought that to carve a uniqueness about what I'm able to bring to the table is that I can do drama and comedy simultaneously. And I think it's just a choice, just a mindset. Once you understand the character, you can walk away from a character for a year, and if you understand that character and you just read some words, you'll get back into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what you do when the man wants the money and you try to act like you ain't got it. And then you go to the store and you buy that purse. You got it.
I spent my money on what I wanted to spend my money on.
Right.
That part.
But when you do that, you have a different aura and energy about it, because now you've decided how you want to participate.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Kristen.
Well, I love it. So Oprah has a show called Girlfriends Check-In, where celebrities talk about their sisterhood conversations on the show. So I wanted to ask you, if you were on the show, what other 3 Hollywood ladies would share the screen with you? And if you can kind of discuss the importance of having authentic friendships in Hollywood.
Oh, that's great. Let me think. Girl, it can be 3, nigga. That's too many. Wait. Oh God, 3 is. Oh, that okay. You know what? I would have to do like Oprah. You know how she does that little honoring thing where she does the honoring luncheon of women?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She ain't got 3 people there. She got like 25, 50 people. Listen,
right.
Especially when you talk about sisterhood, right? Like if you just said, what are the 3 people that maybe I want to speak to so that I can benefit from or learn something from them, that's different. But it's a sisterhood. Like there's a group in my narrative, there's a group of us that kind of came through the business kind of at the same time. The awesome thing is that we've all kind of established ourselves on certain networks kind of at the same time. Mm-hmm. So I would say that my comrades, but then that negates all the other people that have opened the doors for me. Like, this is a really hard one. Like what I would really have to do, is I would probably have to, I would have to pick someone who's seasoned. So that would probably be someone like Felicia Rashad. And then I would probably have to say a comrade that I love and adore. And she has created a show that when we get out of this pandemic, we're gonna be on the air as a comedy. I would have to say Wendy Raquel Robinson. And then I would have to say maybe someone who is, I've been a big sister to, would probably be like Megan Good. Just to give a lineage of us, you know. But it's too many. Like that was, I have to take a step. That was too hard. Like really, I would have to do like a luncheon, like Oprah.
There we go. And can you talk about like the importance of having authentic friendships in Hollywood? Because I know, you know, that's probably something very important, especially in, you know, the City of Angels.
Well, you know, and I should bring my girlfriend down here now. So I have a kind of network of girlfriends from the Bay Area that I've known since I was 7th grade. Mm-hmm. And they're really my authentic friendships. I definitely respect the individuals that I come across in Hollywood. I am never in judgment, because we all have to face the same things. I am absolutely encouraging to our endeavors. At the same time, the Bay Area is just a different place. It's just a different place because it's about character. It's not about what you do or what you bring to the table. It's about how long have I known you? And during the course of the time that I've known you, what have we been through? You know what I mean? To me, those things are very important. But I respect on a plateau of Hollywood every African-American female I've ever worked with.
I love it.
What would be some inspiring words you would tell someone who wants to make it Black Americans, Black individuals, someone who's trying to make into get into acting or want to be an actress or actress? What would be some inspiring words you would give that person?
I would say learn the craft. Stanislavski, who was a philosopher of the arts, said, love the art in yourself and not yourself in the art. Which means love the fact that what's coming out of you really ain't even you.
Right.
You're an instrument and you're being used. Don't love what you get from displaying that. Appreciate it. Enjoy it. But don't make it the hype. Because it'll go away.
Yeah.
Now that's a sippable moment.
Hey! Come on, somebody.
Ooh, yeah.
Look at, you took a swallow.
Church up in here tonight, y'all.
Go.
Okay. So I am up next, and we've been seeing all of these biopics coming out lately, right? With strong Black female leads, such as the Clark sisters. That was an excellent movie with Anjanae Ellis playing Dr. Clark, Kiara Shear playing Karen. Aretha's biopic is coming out. Of course, Jennifer Hudson is going to play her. And now we have two biopics with Mahalia Jackson. I'm sorry, with they're going to be on Mahalia Jackson, but one is starring Jill Scott and the other one is starring Danielle Brooks. So with that being said, who did we lose?
I think hers is.
Hold on. There it is.
Okay. So
I didn't tell the rest of my life I'm doing this.
You too. Yes, you're so popular. So with that being said, whose life?
So you got to back up. So I heard the Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin's coming out, and now Mahalia Jackson's life is going to be on the big screen. One with Jill Scott, and the other one starring Danielle Brooks. Danielle Brooks is going to be Lifetime. Jill Scott is going to be Queen Latifah and Jamie Foxx, and all of that. So, whose life would you like to see on the big screen in the next biopic? But here's the twist: which one would you like to star in?
Okay, so I would love to, and I've always wanted to do this, and I would love to be an executive producer on it myself as well, play the character. There is a female pharaoh in Egypt of the 17th century that no one is really talked about. They talk about Cleopatra, they talk about Nefertiti, but there's another one. I'm not even gonna say her name because what I don't want nobody to do
Steal it.
Not even steal it. Make me be challenged because it's mine, but challenge me to prove it to you that it's mine. But there's a female pharaoh, and I would love to make it a love story married with the Gladiator and 300, and employ all African-American actors that I could freaking find.
Cheers to that.
I love it. It's happening.
So when can we look forward to that? When can we look forward?
Amen. Hey, girl.
Yes.
It's happening.
Claim it. Name it, claim it.
So when can we look forward to it? Because you got to put it in motion. I mean, 2020, you know, we were.
Isn't it interesting? Isn't it interesting? Oh my God. So wait. Okay, hold on. Because then I would love to know how you guys sustain yourselves. How you.
I don't know. Girl, we work every day. We be like,
oh, wait a minute. My family's walking through the door. Hold on. Oh, this is my good girlfriend. Denise, come.
Hey, Denise.
Come say hi.
Hey, Denise.
Oh, they're outside. So my family was calling, but now they're gonna bombard coming.
Denise,
Yes. My good girlfriend from home.
we heard so much about you. Yes.
They were talking about
Hey,
authentic
girlfriend.
sisterhood and friendships, and I said my good girlfriend is here, and not that I don't have that in Hollywood, but my real treasure is my good friends from the Bay Area.
Thank you.
So she's gonna let my rest of my family in because I didn't tell them what the hell I was doing today. So I would love to know. I would love to know how you guys sustain. Wait. Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm finishing it. 1 second.
That's
I'm finishing a Zoom interview. I'm almost done. I swear to God. So I know you were calling. No, it's okay. You guys go upstairs for 2 seconds. Perfect. Love it. Hi. I would love to know how you guys are sustaining yourselves, and then at the same time, I really am in a really weird way. I'm enjoying this little bit of pandemic.
Yeah.
Just saying. I'm one of those people who really don't know how to take a vacation. And because I feel like the rest of the world is doing everything and I need to kind of like, stay with it. But the great thing is the rest of the world had to shut up too and sit down.
Exactly. Amen.
I think the beautiful thing is, and I think it's really interesting that the government is able to provide for a majority of people, when the scary thing was, what would you do, right? So right now, it kind of sustains ourselves, but at the same time, I really believe that spirit is allowing us to understand how it means to self-reflect, how it really means to be with yourself, how it really means to condition yourself. Where are you with loving yourself? Because with self is really who we are being allowed to express God through. Whether it's what you do with your craft, what you do with your work, what do you do when you walk with on the street with the regular layman? The point is how are you expressing spirit when you come across other people? Because really now we're separated.
Yeah.
We're not touching anyone. We're not smiling. You have a mask on. Nobody knows what you're really thinking with a mask on.
Right.
I mean, I did a little break dance in the grocery store because I realized they didn't know who I was because I had a mask on. but with that, I really miss the salutations of a smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of miss what it means to greet someone with, a look that matches my face. Not you have to try to figure out my look because you can't see my face. What?
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So how are you guys holding up?
Well,
One day at a time, just one day at a time. I have kids, Rocky, myself, and Latrice, we have kids, so that homeschool thing is a little different.
They got that new math.
Girl.
Right.
Help your brother with his homework.
Right. It's yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Same. But
Keep
doing
it real.
Yeah.
Keep it real.
Yeah.
One day.
Wine, prayer, and stuff like this is what kept me going as well. I'm serious. Being able to speak with people like you and get those experiences again, this has been a great equalizer for all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It has been. And I'm with you. I'm kind of glad that the world has
to slow down, right?
Yep.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But you know what? It is 9 o'clock. And the time has flown by so fast. We gotta let you go. You got a house full of people now.
I do.
I know.
And I still got to make potato salad to go with the rest of the meal.
And we don't want to be disrespectful of your time. But we loved it. Like the time just flew.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come back soon.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I would love to.
Yeah, and tell us about that sequel that you got going on with Carl Weber in Influence. You know your co-star spilled the beans a little bit, so go ahead and tell us.
What did Roger Guinevere Smith say? He the lead. He probably know more than me.
He said there may be a sequel based off of how it ended, but he didn't necessarily confirm. So I was looking at you to confirm.
Well, you know, if I have to tap into the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I really believe it's going to be a series. And in that series is going to unfold. The wonderful thing about Carl Weber and Tridestin Films, I have to say, they are an entity that I am very grateful to and for, because they're very smart. And what they've done is with Carl Weber, he's a novelist, and he has like over 1,000 novels. He has procured Kensington Publishing, and he is the proprietor of that publishing company. So what he's taken is a few of his books, and he's turned them into films, and he's turned them into TV series. And the beautiful thing is that's content. That is a plethora of content that any network, any studio is always looking for. That he's brilliant.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing, he's doing the thing that Woody Allen and Martin Scorsese would do, or in Spike Lee. What they do is they get certain actors that they love and they use them over and over. I've done about 4 books of Carl Weber, which I'm very thankful and grateful for. This particular book, I really believe, is a dynamic that is a force to be reckoned with, because it's like Law and Order meets Dynasty with Black people.
Listen,
I said that. I was like, it needs to be a series.
Yes,
I said that. I was like, it should be a series.
It is.
I said that when I saw the movie.
The great thing is I get to be a sexy technology geek.
Yes. You and Roger, y'all.
I get to make geek sexy. And I don't know shit about that.
Yes. Love it.
I'm gonna have to research it.
You gonna work it out though.
Listen,
I will
work it out.
I'm sorry, I promise.
We are definitely going to have you back just on a Sunday. Just, you don't even gotta come back to promote nothing. Just on a Sunday, just come back and hang out with us.
I would love to.
With you. Yes.
I would love to. I need you to see my, come here, Ari. She has on yellow too. Come here, Ari, please.
Yes, it's the color of the day. The color of the day.
The color of the day.
Because it's, you better be the Wiz. Listen, the energy. This is
super cute. That is super cute.
Listen, FBI agent.
Okay, FBI. She was real
She
cute.
speaks fluent Arabic when she couldn't even really speak English.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Black girl magic. I love it.
There we go.
I promise. No, I promise. No, they got it. Listen, I promise. So I appreciate you. And you know what? You let me know when you want me back and I'm there.
Will do. Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you.
We enjoyed you. Thank you.
I celebrate you all. Yes. And take self-care.
As we do you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hang up. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Yeah.
See you on the red carpet.
Cheers.
Yeah.
We're toasted. No. She was like, I gotta get to my potato salad, girl.
Right.
Cheers to her. That red wine she drink, I'm gonna drink that.
I love it. I want her to be my auntie.
Her.
Yes.
She was dropping them M-bombs. I was like, cousin.
Yes.
That's how me and my people.
Yeah,
She remind me of Jennifer Lewis. She like an auntie like Jennifer Lewis. I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Be over her house eating on potato salad.
Right.
So down to earth. She was just beautiful and no pretense with her. You could tell she wasn't fake, or she was just
real,
authentic. She's real. Yeah.
Real.
So y'all, we're gonna have her back.
Yes, please.
For sure.
Yeah, because I wanted to hear her favorite Bernie Mac moment. I'm sure she has some stories about him.
Yes, favorite Bernie Mac moment. Somebody's question said, what was the biggest lesson that you've learned?
Yeah.
All of it. Love it. Y'all, it's 9:05. What we doing?
This was great conversation.
Down in the valley where the girls get naked. If you got a money, you know
1, 2.
Hey, let me tell y'all, I have seen the bougiest people on my timeline watching P-Valley. People who
Me
you
too,
would not
girl.
think will watch P-Valley.
Listen,
They
I'm
are
not gonna
watching
lie. I'm not gonna lie. When
um,
y'all first talked about P-Valley, I was like,
P-Valley.
"Ooh, I don't
I was
think
just
I'm
kinda
gonna watch
skeptical.
this."
But it's
Now every
addictive.
Sunday, I'm like,
From
I
the
mean, too,
oldest,
it's addictive.
"What's going on?"
exactly.
I love
From
it.
the oldest to the youngest, like people on my timeline, people that I'm talking to. Just today, so I went and got my hair rebraided. And so just today, I think a commercial or something came on for it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we interviewed Mercedes and Uncle Clifford, and they lost it. You interviewed Mercedes and Uncle Clifford? How come you didn't tell me?" I was like, "I thought, I'm sorry, but it was like that's my favorite show."
Yeah.
Mine too. Mine
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
But they
Right.
said this week was just okay. I love every episode, and we got a chance to watch it just beforehand, so I wasn't like shocked or anything. And I also follow some of the discussion groups. It was excellent to me.
It
I
was
like
really
it, but I
good.
wish they did more with Patricia. What's her name? Patrice?
Patrice.
I wish
Patrice Woodbine, child.
they did more with her.
Patrice Woodbine.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that backstory.
I gotta
Do
see
y'all
it.
know some others like that? Do y'all know some others like Patrice?
No.
Do you?
Ooh.
Close.
I do. I mean, as a social worker,
Right.
I have seen mamas like Patrice and
But
worse.
you
To
don't
be
know
honest, but
them personally. You don't know them personally.
No.
Yeah. It's almost like
thank
she
God.
lives through her daughter. She lives through her daughter.
Mhm.
She wants that life, but she chose.
No, Patrice.
Terrible.
Yeah.
What about The Shy? Did y'all watch The Shy this week?
It wasn't that good. It was good, but Homegirl, woo.
Wait a minute, but what's his name die?
He did. He got killed on the street. Somebody shot him for the
How realistic was that though? People getting their lives together, getting a job,
Always.
about to move out of state, and then boom.
It's always like that though.
Wait a minute, who got shot?
The guy who rescued the
guy who rescued Keisha.
He did.
Yeah, they shot him on the street.
I guess you didn't watch it.
Yeah, Ronnie. I thought Ronnie was gonna make it.
Nah, you can tell.
Bless his heart. He's so good. How about though? I am impressed by how they have made up for Brandon Mitchell's absence. Like I don't miss him
I don't miss him either
at all from the show. Like I thought I was gonna miss him from the show, but I don't. I'm like,
no, the other brother doing good.
You're talking about Jason Mitchell? You said Brandon Mitchell.
oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. He plays Brandon. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jason Mitchell. He played Brandon on the show.
Yeah. I'm scratching my head like, who you talking about?
Yeah, I
His
forgot
character's
about
name was Brandon, Jason Mitchell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't miss his character.
Yeah, I forgot about him too. They need to talk more about the brother with the girlfriend, boyfriend thing. He, she. The brother with the
Luke James.
Yeah, Luke James. I can't remember his name, but they need to talk about him more with the he, and what happened in the childhood. Like
Latrice.
It's he, right?
It's not. That's not the politically
The proper term is transgender.
Okay, transgender.
Yes.
Oh my God! Please don't come at me, transgender.
Right.
Some of her best friends are transgenders, right?
I love everybody. I love transgender. I love gay. All that. I love it all.
Absolutely.
Yes, I want to see Pose come back. Have y'all ever seen Pose? I'm ready for that to come back.
I'm ready for that to come back. Yes, that was
What
really
is that?
transgender.
Oh, Hunty, you got to see Pose on FX.
Oh, Pose. Yes. I've watched Pose.
Yes.
I thought you were saying
Yeah.
P-O-L-E-S.
Yeah, you're talking about
not
Pose.
P-O-L-E-S.
Pose. I'm sorry, Pose.
Yeah, okay.
I
Got
just.
it.
I'm sorry.
Janet Mock, the lead character, baby.
She bones.
Can't tell.
A lot of women.
She fine. She fine.
Okay, super fine.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see more too, Latrice. I want to see more because the brother is like, to me, you're a woman, blah, blah, blah. And I really I wonder, like, are they intimate? Does
they kiss?
Well, they definitely
as far as sex, though, is what I mean. I'm like wondering how that plays out.
But the young brother seemed to be okay with it. That's why I want to see more activity with that. Because he seemed to be okay with it. Like something may happen in their childhood. They just not saying it. So they need to be more in depth with that.
Yeah, y'all. Okay.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I don't have Showtime.
We gotta
I
catch
can't
new
chime
shows,
in.
but we're gonna have to figure it out next week, y'all. We on 9:10. We
Okay.
gotta start ending on time. I know.
I'm sorry, y'all was freezing. I don't know what's happening.
But we're gonna catch y'all next week. Next week, who's our special guest next week, Ashley? We got a very special guest next. Why is she still frozen? Are you still frozen? We have a very special guest next week. She stars on Lucifer. Do you guys watch Lucifer? Have you guys watched that show?
I watch
Rebuke the devil.
Her name is Leslie.
I don't let the devil in my house.
Oh.
We got to watch. I'm gonna have to watch.
Yes, so she's actually from Africa. I believe it's South Africa, but her name is Leslie Ann Brandt. Leslie Ann Brandt, and she's one of the leads on Lucifer. So she's African, well, she's Black, and she's from, I believe it's South Africa, but she's an excellent actress. So we have her on the show next week. So we got a week to prepare. If you haven't been watching Lucifer, just watch the last season and then we'll be caught up. Okay.
This is why I love my Fire Stick.
Absolutely. Okay, y'all. Well,
let me just go ahead and shoot to my Fire Stick. I'm gonna have to hook Kristen up.
Why you got a lag today? You never have a lag.
I don't understand. I'm sorry, y'all.
Every time I'm making a point, it was. Oh, okay.
No, I was saying I love my Fire Stick. Did y'all hear that? I love my Fire Stick.
Yeah, we heard you. But I'm saying
it's Lucifer. Blame it on the devil. It's Lucifer.
Okay, y'all. I guess we're gonna go. It's 9:12.
All right, what are we cheersing to? Are we still cheersing, or we done with that?
No,
cheers to the new week ahead. I got a little sip left.
A little bit too. Prosperity.
Well, I'm hoping now that Oprah is joining the Breonna Taylor situation that they're finally going to arrest her killers.
So we're definitely cheersing to that. We're cheersing to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden winning the election in November. We're cheersing to Agent Orange falling somewhere. Just fall.
Cheers.
Special cheers to the USPS. The United States Postal Service.
Right. Y'all see they've been picking up certain mailboxes. Did y'all see that? Where they've been picking up, they're removing certain mailboxes from certain locations.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Well, they're definitely trying to stop the vote. So, and he's definitely trying to cast doubt. Just, I'm toasting to him.
I encourage anyone, if you're voting absentee, take it to your city clerk. Do not put it in the mail. If you are voting absentee ballot, take it directly to your city hall.
Yeah, even if you put it in the mail, they're urging everyone to put it in the mail early.
Right.
Yeah, don't wait. Definitely trying to.
I know as soon as I get mine, I'm turning it in.
Right away.
Immediately.
Yep.
Okay, y'all.
So that's that.
Love you all. Have fun. Join us next week for another super fun episode of The Wine Up. We will talk to y'all then. See y'all soon.